Silence. In the cool reaches of the atmosphere, clouds lazily float by. In this dreamy and serene setting, there is not a drop of liquid to be seen. Yet, water is literally in the air. Here, in the sky, water is present in its gaseous form, and some of this water is visible in the form of clouds. Composing these clouds is a sea of water vapor. With time, the water vapor begins to condense into water droplets. And once formed, these water droplets grow in both size and weight as condensation continues to cause water vapor to merge with them. Eventually, these droplets grow large and heavy enough to fall out of the cloud, forming precipitation, which is water released from the clouds in the form of rain, sleet, snow.
Released by the clouds, this water plummets to the earth. Depending upon the cloud's location, some of this water will either enter a body of water or plunge into the ground. On striking the ground, some water accumulates in ice caps and glaciers. Others splash onto the roaring waves or ripple the tranquil surfaces of oceans, lakes, rivers, and various other bodies of water. However, not all water suffers this fate. Pulled by the invisible force of gravity, some water snakes across the ground and flows over the vegetation as surface runoff. Part of this runoff, from mighty floods to thin streams, flow into differing bodies of water, while other parts merge with groundwater seepage to fill freshwater lakes. But despite this great diversity of destinations, it is the ground that brings in the largest catch of runoff. Like a massive sponge, the ground soaks up the absorbed runoff, known as infiltration, may replenish aquifers, and if near the surface of the ground, can be picked up by bodies of surface water to become groundwater discharge, or find openings in the surface of the land to form freshwater springs. Plant roots absorbed groundwater and transport it throughout the organism, where transpiration, the evaporation of water from plant leaves, occurs once water reaches the leaves. Eventually, all water manages to enter some area on, above, or near the surface, mainly the ocean, where it becomes heated by the sun. The heat causes some of the water, if in liquid form, to evaporate, becoming vapor. Water, in the form of ice or snow, can sublimate directly into vapor or melt into water. Every last sliver of the billions upon billions of gallons of water used on a daily basis by humanity originates from water that has been evaporated or sublimated by the sun's heat. Rising air currents take vapor to the atmosphere. There, this vapor is cooled as it rises to higher altitudes. The cooler temperature of the higher atmosphere will eventually cause the vapor to condense into clouds. And when this happens, the water cycle repeats itself. By this method, water is essentially recycled, providing us with the constantly replenished supplies of water we need.